I feel like I'm sharing my screen audio, and I feel like or just sharing my entire screen and sharing the audio, and I feel like it may not come through the stream too well, but I'm gonna give it a shot anyway. And that's basically all I have so far, and I have an idea. I'm gonna do like a vocal chop, and then I'm gonna try to run the vocal chop through um, a Waves plugin. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Hold on. It basically is a synth plugin, something similar to vocoder. Um, but I've had some interesting results from it before, so I'm going to try it again. So it is. Let me see if I can find it. I think it's called Ozone or something like that. Let me look. See if I can find it here. Or I'll just try a search. No, it's not that. It's called. Looking. I cannot find it. Hold on. I got to look a little closer here. I've used it like once on one other track, and I really liked what it did. And you don't necessarily, it doesn't have to be something that's sung in order for it to put it in a certain key or do some arpeggios to it and things like that. Let's see if I can find it. I don't see it. Huh. Well, let me just try Waves. Oh, they used to have Waves under one container, but they don't do that anymore, so it's a little harder to find. Let's see. I'm gonna find it, then we're gonna make this. Hey, what's going on? Trying to remember the name of a Waves plugin that you use for vocal synth, but I can't remember the name of it, so I'm looking for that right now. I've only used it once before. Here, I'm gonna have to Google it. 1 second here. All right, let me just open up a new window. Here we go. See if we can find it. Waves vocal synth plugin. It's not that. Ovox. That's what I'm trying to remember. Ovox. All right. Get back to FL Studio. All right. Let's see if we can find that. Ovox. So I'm gonna put the vocal chop in, and then I'm gonna add Ovox to it. So let me see, and I'm gonna add a bass line to this. So let me start with the bass line since I've already started putting that together. So this is all we got so far. I forget the name of reverb. Yeah, I know, right? Like if you don't use it all the time, you forget the name of the plugin sometimes. And FL Studio does have that cool search feature where you can find them quickly, but if you don't remember the name, that doesn't really help. All right. So let's see if I want to put a bass line to this real quick. And this will be more for like this will be the chorus breakdown part. I'm gonna use a plugin called Astra that I have through my Splice subscription. They have a synth engine you can get for if you have a certain level of subscription, you can get Astra and you can get Beatmaker for that matter. But let's start with which is a lot of cool like kits that are already put together for Beatmaker. But let's look for a Reese bass sound. feel like I have one towards the bottom. Let's see. Bass Reese. We'll try this one. See if that's good. Yeah, there we go. All right. So first, let's put a bass line in there. All right. Where are my bass sounds? Oh, where is it? What'd I do? Hold on. I routed this probably to the wrong channel. Try 4. Is something muted? Oh, here's the problem. Okay. All right. Let me put it back on 3. Okay. And I'm going to change my helpers to be in B minor because this is in B minor. So helpers and the piano roll, scale highlighting. I'm going to go to B, and it's already in minor melodic, which should be fine. Oh, genre? What genre am I going for? I'm going to try to make a, like, kind of a Kanye West type anthem, that type of beat. I already have the 808s in this, just to give you an idea of the feel. But I'm not going to play the 808s in this respace at the same time. That type of thing, if that makes sense. All right, so let me mute this again and turn this back on. And this will be kind of like for the respace will be the breakdown section where we kind of slow it down and do the chorus before we bring the drive-in beat back in. I don't want to start it on a B, I don't think. Why is it jumping? Sounds like it's coming in early. I still don't like that either. Maybe back up to B. It's that ending. All right, we're almost there. Maybe a slap type bass to give it an old type sound there. I'm probably going to add something like that into like this is more for like the slow down section, kind of a build up back into the driving beat. So I'll probably use a slap bass when we start building the driving beat part to it. That's a great idea. I'm going to put an octave up there. So that's that section. I'm going to go ahead and mute those two. And we're just going to work on the vocal chop. So let me see what I can find here. I just look for like a chant in Splice. I think the name of this beat, we're going to call this, I haven't named it anything yet. There was a part in this one, sounded like a London rapper talking about being buried. Like everybody's, the good with the bad, we're all buried when we're dead, right? That type of thing. So I think I might make that the like chant of the song, but I'm going to see if I can find that real quick. So I'm just going to call this one Buried. There we go. It's going to the wrong place. Let's put it with the other projects. Documents, image line, FL Studio, projects. All right, there we go. Okay, and then I put it into a folder I can find pretty quickly over here under packs. Splice samples, buried. Okay.
Bullshit, let flow 2 clips and lift bullshit, let flow on the stove.
All right, let me see if I can find that section I was talking about.
Bullshit, let flow 2 clips and lift 2 lids. New world burn slow up upon the stove. I'm in another world. I'm probably in a foreign spot, residing on a foreign block.
That wasn't it. Oh no, it's all good. I love any suggestions you have. I'm all for it. I'm all ears, man. Anything you want to suggest, send it my way. But yeah, I'm probably gonna put a live bass sound in, but probably later in the track. Yeah, that's a great idea. And I may have not thought of that. So yeah, please send your ideas. Love it.
Retrograde motion of the earth, hopes in the hearse, buried in the dirt with the worst and the best.
Yeah, buried in the dirt.
Retrograde motion.
That's the one I want to get. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best.
Retrograde motion of the earth, hopes in the hearse, buried in the.
There we go.
Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best.
All right, let's trim that up. I'm going to make this unique here in a second, but I just want to trim it up first.
Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best.
Take that part off.
Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best.
Perfect. All right. Okay, let's make this unique. Oh, oops. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to reread the structure. There we go. Take that out and bring it
Buried in the dirt with the.
There we go. Now it's just shortened to what we need. Deep cello. Oh, okay. All right. Give it a shot. Let's see. I'm trying to think if I have a good deep cello sound. I might. I'm going to look for it. I'll see how it sounds. I'm going to work on, for this session, I'm probably just going to do this vocal chop, but I'm going to take that and try a cello later.
Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best.
Okay.
Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best.
Okay.
Buried in the dirt.
Need to go down to, we'll try quarter beat. That's still a little short. Try that.
Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the.
Let's make this generic so it bleeds.
Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with.
There's still a little clip in there. I'm gonna have to clean it up manually, but I'm gonna try a crossfade.
Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best.
Yeah, that's all right. Crossfade work.
Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst.
Sorta. Let me do this. I can still hear that clip in there.
Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt.
Let me go with just smooth. There we go.
Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best.
Yeah, that works. Okay.
Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried.
All right.
Buried in the dirt.
This last part. Cellos are fun. Let's see. Sorry, I wasn't reading your Slack here or your direct message. Cellos are fun because of the broad range of sound. Right. Yeah, I love the sound of a single cello. Like, especially if it's live. Like VSTs get so close now too, but like a live cello, man, if you can find a cello player, it can make or break a track.
Buried in the dirt with the.
There we go.
Buried in the dirt. Buried. 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 Buried in the dirt. Buried in the dirt.
All right, cool. All right, now I'm gonna let's see. Is this on track 4? Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna try to add that Ovox. See what it sounds like. This is kind of an experiment. I've never done this with a spoken track before, but let's see what it does. Okay, do some Ovox if I can find it. Pretty sure I have Ovox. Yeah, Ovox stereo. All right. This is an interesting plugin. Like, um, you can either, like auto tune it and then it can just read what the notes are, or it just adds its own thing with all these different presets. So I'm gonna give it a shot. Or you could just change. I mean, obviously, this vocal chop would probably sound better with something like um, Little Altar Boy, or something like that, where you can change the format of the voice and kind of lower it. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about real quick. Little Altar Boy. I mean, that's what most people do with it. If you put a vocal chop in your track. Yeah, I should do something with Easy Money. You're right. Who is this? It says the Chaos Embrace 82. I'm trying to figure out who this is. Are you somebody from Heatwave? Obviously, if you know Easy Money, you probably are. But I'm not sure what your YouTube name is because obviously it's on YouTube. All right, but here's what it sounds like when you turn the format down. Wow, that actually sounds terrible. So there's no way we would do something like that. Oh, probably because Ovox is on. All right, hold on. Let me turn Ovox. Let me bypass that.
Best, buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt, buried in the dirt.
Yeah, that's something like most people would do. But we're gonna try something new. Oh, Brian Curran. What's up, Brian? I didn't know your YouTube name. All right, cool. So that's what Little Altar Boy would do. Most people do that. But I'm gonna switch it to. I'm gonna try something with Ovox. Um, I've only used this once, so I'm just kind of curious what we can do with it. So first, I'm gonna look at the presets. Let me find them here. It looks like it's right there. Let's go with. Well, there's a hip hop pack. What does that do? Hands on. No, actually, I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna try something synthy or vocal computing. Let's try this. Let's try this first. Let's try Charmonizer. See what that does. So we know we're in B minor. So I'm gonna go ahead and change this to B minor. All right. See what it does.
Best, buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt, buried in the dirt.
That's kind of terrible. Let's try something else. Hold down. Try that. Oh, and you can. Oh, I see. You can change the whatever scale it's using. Like if you like the sound, you can change the scale down here. Like right now, it's in EDM minor, but there's probably there's a lot more choices here. Okay, that makes sense. All right, let's see what this sounds like.
Best, buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt, buried in the dirt.
Ooh, this might not be in B minor. I'm gonna turn this off. This might just be a better thing to build the song off of. Hold up. Might just build it off of this. Might be a better like chant.
Best, buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt, buried in the dirt.
Woo! I like that. All right, let's play that again.
Best, buried in the dirt.
Let's play it from the beginning. Let me hear the whole thing.
Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt, buried in the dirt.
I might just do the whole song off of that. That's pretty cool. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, your phone made the sound and you decided to chill. That sounds good. I might just go with this. I'm gonna scrap this first piece, take that out. I'm gonna scrap everything. I'm gonna build the song off of this because I like what it's doing. All right, but we're gonna keep the same tempo and all of that. All right, let me do this. And I've got, let's see, I got to get to work soon. All right, I got about 15 more minutes, so maybe we'll just start working on building the beat around it.
Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt, buried in the dirt. Buried in the dirt with the worst and.
Let me hear this. I also downloaded like a background chant type of thing.
Buried in the.
I'm gonna play this in the background to see what it sounds like real quick.
Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt, buried in the dirt.
Yeah. All right. Now I just gotta. Hey, what's up, Prabhu? Congratulations on winning. I was hoping you wouldn't win. That way, I wouldn't have to face you in this tournament. So congratulations, man. That beat was killer. That was crazy. Like that heavy metal one. That was dope. All right. So I'm gonna. I was. Yeah. It's like I got a live performance like loop from Splice, and what I did was I took a vocal chop that just sounds like this,
Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best.
and I added Ovox to it and found a preset that I liked and chords that I liked, and this is what it sounds like so far.
Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt. Buried in the dirt.
I can see your chats too, Brian Kern. Here, I can even put them up here. Let's see. Chat overlay. There we go. Oh no, you trust me, Prabhu. Everybody fears you. You are the problem. All right. Yeah, I was just looking for something good to build the beat off of. Um, I think it's gonna be a pretty basic beat though. Let me see. Oh, oops, where'd the chat overlay go? There we go. All right.
Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt. Buried in the dirt. Buried in the dirt with the what?
I think we might do like a triple fill. Something like that. All right, cool. Well, let's add a kick. Sometimes, yeah. I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna start building the drums. All right. Let's see. I may not do triplet. Hold on.
Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt. Buried in the dirt. Buried in the.
Yeah. I'm not doing triplet. I might do like some triplets in the hi-hats or something, or in the perks. I'm just gonna do a straight rhythm. All right. Let's see. Yeah, right? Yeah. Like a straight rhythm. Yeah. I think that's what you're saying, Prabhu. I think that's what the rhythm you're talking about. Let's do that. I'll do that. All right, let me add a kick. Keep all my kicks over here. We'll use the FL Gangland one. Why not? All right. Hey, everybody's hearing the same thing. Let's give it a shot. All right. That's too low. Hold on. Where is it? There we go.
Buried in the dirt with the what? Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst and. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the.
Imagine like a cinematic triplet, mate. Kick, snare. Oh, like a. Bap? No, that's 6. Bap?
Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the what?
Let me put a triplet in and see if that's what you're talking about. Let's go to third beat. There we go.
Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried.
Oh, hold on. Not that. This. All right, there we go.
Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried.
Ooh, yeah, I see what you're saying. All right.
Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried.
Yeah, we'll do that. Sounds good, Prabhu. Thank you. All right. Use the third step. Yeah. I think I got it though. I think that's what we're talking about. It maybe not. I think probably Prabhu would need to be in the room and like let me or telling me exactly what he's thinking. But for now, we'll just leave it at that.
Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt. Buried in the dirt. Buried in the dirt.
Actually, for the last one, I'm gonna do the straight rhythm. So I'm just gonna do boom, 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 crack. Hold on. Let's go back to beat, or not beat, but at least half beat. There we go. And then we'll do the snare a little late. All right. And find a good snare. Finding a good snare, I might be here all day. That's what all the memes say, at least. All right, let me make sure this is routed to track 3. Okay, let's add a snare. All right. Prabhu, don't help me too much. This might be the beat you're facing in the Tournament of Fire. You don't want to make it too good. All right. So snares are pretty much 2 and 4, except for that last one. Let's see if there's any good ones here.
Buried in the dirt with the buried in the dirt with the worst and the best.
That one will be all right for now. We can always change it later. 6 kick on second verse. Tiny little slash on the mid. Oh, okay. I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about. I wish we were hanging out so you could like beatbox it to me or something. All right.
Buried in the dirt. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the what?
You have GGD or something similar. They have nice snares. I'm not sure what GGD is. GGD. I don't know. This is a free pack from Cymatics. I'm just gonna go with this for now.
Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt. Buried in the dirt. Buried in the dirt with the worst and.
Oh, get good drums. Oh. Huh. All right. Thanks, Prabhu. Yeah, I've never heard of that one. I have something called Beatmaker with Splice that has some pretty good kits and stuff like that. A lot of the times I just build out the pattern and then I kind of change the sounds later. Yeah, is that good, Prabhu? Here, let me turn down the main. It's kind of burying everything right now in the mix.
Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with.
Wait.
Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best.
Oh, I got those together. Hold up. Let me move this. Oh no, I don't have it together. I just haven't assigned it a channel yet. There we go. All right.
Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with.
Splice, you've heard about the name, don't know what. Just go to splice.com. Yeah. Basically, I have a subscription with them where you can download as many samples as you need, drum kits, whatever. They give you like a certain amount of credits per month. Plus, at a certain level of subscription, they give you Beatmaker. And you can get, there's also a synth engine called Astra you can get as well. And you can download the presets that they make for you. You can like go in, audition them, and then just get the presets that you want for it. Something like that. Ergotone. Ugritone. Ugritone? Yeah. Bring out the string staccato. Might be helpful with the rhythm. Okay. All right, I'll use that. The only staccato string. Well, I have 3 staccato strings. I have in Contact, I just have the general orchestra library. And then I have Labs, the free short strings that they have. And then There's something called French violin. I got that one as well for $1. So those are my 3 staccato strings that I have, but that aren't, pizzicato. Mostly I use Labs. I mean, it's free and it sounds pretty good. All right.
Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt. Buried in the dirt. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt with the worst and the best. Buried in the dirt. Buried in the dirt.
I think we got a good start to a beat. Yeah, Labs are awesome. Spitfire. Yeah, and like half their stuff's free. Like that soft piano, use that all the time. The short strings, the ensemble strings they have, the long strings. Um they have some scary strings that are really good as well. I use those all the time in the for effects. I mean, I use them in both beats and in um the TV and film stuff, the cinematic stuff. All right, cool. Well, BC, Prabhu, thanks for hopping in. I'm gonna go work on this later, but I got to get to work right now. But I appreciate you popping in. Yeah, like a spoken chant with Ovox. I've never made a beat like that before, so this seems like a pretty cool thing to make a beat around. Yeah, yeah, scary strings. And they got that little like clinky sound, like you can hear the bow actually tapping them. Yeah. All right, man. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.